It was Brock Lesnar with a vicious beatdown to Cody Rhodes at the very opening second of Raw. And my gosh, Brock was still sporting the scars of war on his head as he threw Cody into kegs in what was a vicious beatdown. A focused target point was the arm of Cody Rhodes. He hit him with a keg in the arm. And then later on, Brock would come out and make an open challenge saying Cody won't be at Night of Champions. Of course, babyface Cody Rhodes sucked it up. He went to the ring and revealed the broken arm injury. Well, it's not the biggest injury reveal Cody's ever done, is it? Let's be honest. But it was straight into a Kimura lock for Cody, and Brock breaking the arm of Cody Rhodes is, I think, the storyline here. Is Cody going to be able to compete on Saturday? Is this how they have Brock Lesnar win against Cody? I think so. I think it'll be Brock and Cody still, and I think this is Brock Lesnar's to win. 1-1, and then we do a third, right? But in the final moments of Raw, Triple H would show up, and Triple H would say Cody needs medical. He basically said, "There's no doubt your arm is broken." And of course, Cody fired back by saying he was definitely going. Triple H finished it with a giant smirk on his face and patting the knee of Cody Rhodes. Lots and lots there to dissect. This is things you might have missed from Monday Night Raw. Make sure you hit the like button. And if you are new to the channel, hit the subscribe button too. We had a sign on Raw this week that actually said, "I want to be on C Wrestling." I hope not actually on me, because that might hurt. I don't know you. That's a bit personal. But I'll put you on the video. That's really cool. Thank you so much for that.
We interrupt this broadcast for an important message from Firefly Fun House News.
Newsbreak.
Very simply, only one thing to say. Happy birthday, Bray Wyatt. Now, you may have seen on Raw this week, there was a QR code inside the box behind Adam Pearce. Now, before you get your hopes up, we have seen this before in the exact same box. I don't think it's like a White Rabbit Bray Wyatt Easter egg. But I'd like to think WWE put it there so we all think of Bray Wyatt, hours before his birthday in America. Would be very nice if they did that.
To the true pillars of the Bloodline, Jimmy and Jey Uso.
I wonder where the true pillar statement actually probably originates from. It was announced on social media earlier today that it would be Riddle as the mystery tag team partner, and as KO and Sammy were surrounded by Imperium, Riddle would come out, even in the odds. I mean, it did at least give us Imperium's pose done by Riddle, so that's something. But did you notice, during the main event, I think they replaced Riddle with a cameraman at one point. I mean, that's definitely a cameraman up there, unless, Riddle's got a new side job or something. It was the tag team champions and Riddle who were successful tonight. Makes sense heading into the big match with Roman and Solo at Night of Champions. Very, very hyped for that. The opening match of Raw saw Bronson Reed successful in his match against Ricochet, using his body as a weapon. It's a typical big man, little man WWE feud. But do you know what? It made sense. Ricochet got some offense. Both men looked good. And the match was as a result of what happened in the Battle Royal last week. It's not a big feud. It doesn't need to be. But it is what it is. And it makes the match more interesting. Zoe Stark and Candice LeRae, obviously they set up a match last week. This match happened this week. And of course it was Nikki Cross hugging Candice that actually cost Candice the match here. Of course, as she was hugging her, Zoe Stark took advantage, put Candice back in the ring to get the pinfall. Zoe Stark successful. She looks really good on the main roster. But now you have to wonder about Candice and Nikki. Nikki was stalking Candice. Then she sort of stood up for Nikki. Nikki seems to want to be friends. Is Candice going to want to be friends after this tonight? Dunno. We had a look again at Seth Rollins tonight. No Seth actually on Raw, but it was like a pre-recorded interview thing. And I thought this was really worth mentioning. We saw a 2016 AJ Styles complimenting Seth from 2006. WWE really going to town to tell you the history and kind of the importance of both men in the World Heavyweight title match, which, by the way, it has been confirmed, will continue the lineage of the World Heavyweight Championship that was previously in WWE. We have to take a second to talk about Byron Saxton. Did you notice the way he approached the Judgment Day? It looked like he was like David Attenborough or something, approaching a wild animal. Sort of, over here, guys, we're on a safari. Over here, we got Finn Balor and Damian Priest. The way he backed in, the hand is out, he's side-eyeing him. It was very bizarre, but I've got to give him credit here. When he was trying to listen into Cody's locker room, this made sense. Why do so many interviewers not do this? You want the scoops, you're meant to be a reporter. Maybe sometimes listening in an open door crack is the way to do it, right? Apparently the storm is already here. Whatever that means from Jinder Mahal as Veer Mahan and Sangha. Obviously got a little backstage set tonight. Really like the presentation, to be fair. The Alpha Academy was successful tonight, defeating the Viking Raiders with Maxine Dupree by their side. Is Maximum Male Models just done at this point? Are we just forgetting about Marseille and Mansoir? I don't know. The Judgment Day's Finn Balor was successful tonight in a match against Shinsuke Nakamura. Really good match. In fact, probably my match of the night. Really enjoyed that. It was an immersive wrestling match. Very, very good. I love the fact WWE made sense on Raw Talk last week. And of course, setting that up, showing you what happened, showing you a backstage interview with the Judgment Day. A lot of people on social media seem to be upset that Nakamura lost. I feel like the same people would be upset if Finn lost. The story here is clear. Shinsuke had distractions from Damian Priest. Obviously, Balor set up a match, kind of, with Damian, saying he was going to leave just enough of Shinsuke Nakamura for Damian Priest. So I'm going to assume that's going to be a feud going forward. So I don't think this is the end of the feud or the rivalry. I just think it's a decent match and a good way to get Finn Balor a very credible, solid win. Mustafa Ali did a backstage promo this week talking about the failures he's had in his career, getting quite emotional thinking about the IC title match until Brock Lesnar said this.
Get a life, kid.
You know that is going to live on now forever, and every time people are trolling people on social media, that's going to be the clip in the reply section. You know it. Shotzi and Raquel! It doesn't have the same ring to it, man. I'm just so depressed with this. Shotzi's going to be Raquel's tag partner next week. As once again, WWE highlighting the injury to Liv Morgan from 2 weeks ago. Just absolutely breaks my heart. Becky Lynch likes to start new trends, and this one I think might kick off. Hand glasses. I thought they were really cool, to be fair. It was Trish's first ever contract signing, and she said it would be Becky's last. It was actually really good. I wasn't hyped for this match until this segment, so it definitely did its job. We've got Money in the Bank qualifiers starting next week. I love qualification matches, and for Money in the Bank too. I'm going to be at the show. I'm going to be really excited to go, actually. It's in London, obviously. Really, really hyped. Rhea Ripley tonight announced her match with Natalya at Night of Champions, and of course we'd see her and Apollo get at it, which would lead to Dominic versus Apollo Crews, who for some reason was impersonating Mr. McMahon as he walked to the ring, but it was with help from Rhea Ripley that Dominic Mysterio would win. Very fun Raw, lots of hype towards Night of Champions, which is what's needed. For me, 8 out of 10 for sure. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. If you are new to the channel, hit the subscribe button, like the video, and of course turn on notifications. You'll never miss another upload. I'll see you next time. Peace!